महाक्रमो महाकर्मा महातेजा महोरगः महाक्रतुर्महायज्वा महायज्ञो महाहविः महाक्रमो महाकर्मा महातेजा महोरगः महाक्रतुर्महायज्वा महायज्ञो महाहविः.
You have to see Mahoraga. Uraga means serpent. Urena gachati, who cross on the stomach. So Mahan Uraga, the one who is great and at the same time a serpent in the sense, it refers to Vasuki. In Bhagavad Gita said, Sarpana must be Vasuki. The topmost one, Vasuki, Sarpana must be. So that from that standpoint, to Mahoraga, the one with the great serpent, everything is Bhagavan only. Here in terms of glories are told. The exalted one in each category also. Mahakratu, so the great sacrifice. That one who is great at the same time who is sacrifice. That like that, they say Ashwamedha. Ashwamedha is the topmost among the yagas, sacrifices. In fact, Brahmanas cannot do Ashwamedha. Only Kshatriya kings can do, emperors can do that, because killing of a horse is involved, which Brahmanas cannot do. At the same time, it doesn't mean that Brahmana is deprived of the highest result that can be gained by Ashwamedha Yaga. He can do Upasana, meditation. That means Ashwamedha Yaga in terms of meditation can do where Yusa, killing is not involved. Mahakratu, the great sacrifice. This is what Yata Ashwamedha Ruturat. Manusmriti says, just as Ashwamedha is the topmost among the yajna, so he is the one who is Mahakratu, Mahan Kratu, great sacrifice. It can be taken other way also. What you say as Bauri Samasa. The one to whom the greatest sacrifice is offered. The one to whom the greatest sacrifice belongs. So Bhagavan is the one to whom the greatest sacrifice is offered. That can be also taken, or the very sacrifice itself is Bhagavad Sarup. Mahayajva, one who does great sacrifices for Loka Sangraha, for the good of the humanity. So that way, the great sacrificer. Or here also, the one to whom great sacrifices are offered or belongs to Bhaguri can be taken. Mahayajna is the greatest yajna. Yajnanam japayajnyosmi. Bhagavan says, among the yajnas, I am the japayajna. That means the japa. So that way, the one who is the greatest yajna in terms of japayajna, so Mahayajna. Or again, Bhaguri, the one to whom the Mahayajna, japayajna belongs to. Mahahavi, that is great at the same time Havi. The greatest Havis. What can be greatest Havi? Figuratively, not objectively in Vyavahara, but figuratively from a spiritual standpoint. The entire Jagat is offered. It is annihilated in Brahmatma Tadatmya Jnana. Jiva is Brahma Swarupa. In that knowledge, ignorance, avidya, self-ignorance, including its entire manifestation in terms of Jagat, gets reduced to a naught. That can the greatest Avish. Therefore, Mahahavihi, the one to whom this entire Jagat is offered. You know what is Mahasnana? Greatest bath. What can it be? Bath for which, what do you take? What for we take bath? To become clean, to get rid of impurities, uncleanness. What can the greatest impurity? Ajnana and Ajnana Karya. Ignorance of our true nature and its effect, Jagat Samsara. In Atma Jnana, all these are washed off. So Mahasnana can be the one wherein ignorance and the consequent samsara is cleansed. So that Mahasnana, which is not here, but you can take that also. As it is said, Idameva Mahasnanam Yad Brahmasmiti Kevalam. I am mere Brahma Swarupa. In me there is nothing else impure. That itself is the greatest snana bath. So here Maharavi. Again here also Bhuvurivi can be brought. The one to whom the greatest Havish is offered. Continue.
स्तव्यस्तव प्रियस्तोत्रं स्तुतिस्तोतारणप्रियः पूर्णः पूरयिता पुण्यः पुण्यकीर्तिरनामयः स्तव्यस्तव प्रियस्तोत्रं स्तुतिस्तोतारणप्रियः पूर्णः पूरयिता पुण्यः पुण्यकीर्तिरनामयः
Sauvya, the one who is praised by all. One who is praised by all. At the same time, the one who doesn't praise anyone else. Bhagwan is praised by all. But Bhagwan doesn't praise anyone because he is everything. There is nothing other than him. There is nothing superior to him to praise. So that is the case. So he is the one that is praised by all at the same time. He doesn't praise anyone. The one who is the object of praise. The one who is object of praise, Stavya. Stava Priya. One who delights in the stotra, praise. One who relishes the praise. Cha, Bhagavan wants others to praise him. He wants flattery. What this praise can do to him, he likes because it is an easy way, it is an easy sadhana for a seeker to relate himself or oneself to Bhagavan. Sutra is a very easy way because Suvantam Trayate is Sutra. The one who praises, he is protected. It's a very easy way. And therefore he likes this Sutra because thereby Bhagavan is accessible to even a lay person without much qualification, except that he has got a love, devotion for Bhagavan. So that love is Stavya, the object of praise. Then Stavapriya, delighting in praise. That is why he delights in praise because thereby he is providing a very easy means by which he can be sought in the sense the seeker can finally discover oneself to be Bhagavad Swarupa. Not that Bhagavan wants to be some big boss to be attended and praised by others. All that Bhagavan is eager, if you are ready, to make you discover you are Bhagavad Swarupa. There is nothing else other than Bhagavan. Other devasi, yachyakinchit jagat sarvam drishyate shruyate kiva antarbahishya tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthita. Without Narayana, in, out, everywhere, there is nothing else. This is the truth which we don't care to discover. That's why the suffering of samsara. See, in the world, if two things are there, you need not work for any law and order. What are the two things? Daiva Preeti, Papa Bhiti. Preeti, love, devotion for Bhagavan. Fear of sin, doing the wrong things. If these two lessons are learned by all, law and order maintenance situation doesn't come at all, cannot come. Today the chaos is because of this. No one cares for Bhagavan. On the contrary, they'll speak something against it. Sin, don't ask at all. You do what you want to at the cost of others. That's why all chaos. So yes, Stavapriya, the one who delights in praise for the good of others. He gives a means for seekers to have access to it. Stotram, that by which you praise, which is Bhagavan Nama Guna Sankirtana, enumerating, singing the glories of Bhagavan, the names of Bhagavan, Stotra. These are all very easy means. You need not spend anything. To begin with, no qualification required. Even a great sinner start with that. In course, he becomes good and advances. So that means that Bhagavan like this as a means by which everyone can uplift oneself very easily. Stuti, that praise itself also is very, because there is nothing other than Bhagavan. So therefore, Stavana Kriya, Stuti, the act of praise also is Hari Bhagavan only. Not only that, Stota, the one who praises is Bhagavan, because Bhagavan is Sarvatma. He is the Atma, the I, the true nature of one and all. So Sarvatma, so that means the case is that Stota, the one who praises, that also is Bhagavan. Ranapriya, the one who delights in battles. What is this? Bhagavan is a quarrelsome person. He delights in battles. See, battles, wars are waged for two reasons. One, to conquer someone, to conquer some territory, to expand one's kingdom. Other is to punish the wicked people and bring them to the right marg, right path of dharma. These two only can be the reason. Now, for Bhagavan, what is there that needs to be conquered? Everything belongs to him. Everything himself is he. So there, everything is he himself, and therefore there is nothing to be conquered and no battle that is to be waged for conquering or getting something. Then the only reason for his battle is Vinashaya Dushkrita, Dharma Samsthapanartha. If adharma is rampant, and that is, adharmic people are more, they should be cut to their sizes, they need to be punished. Therefore, one who delights in punishing the wicked, the one who delights in re-establishing the dharma, dharma samsthapanartha. So that way he delights in battles. So that is the case. Rana Priya, He is always equipped with ayudas, weapons. That 5 great weapons. It's called Panchayuda, Chakra, etc. That's the Ranapriya. Purna. Purna means to say full and complete. What do you mean by full and complete? He has got with oneself all that can be desired for. There is nothing lacking in him which he wants to gain. Again, the one who is endowed with all powers, the one who is full with desired and desirable things, one who is full with all Shaktis, the power, he is Purna. Therein in him a Purnata, lack and limitations, deficiencies are not there. Purna also means that which has no Apurnata. Apurnata is Parichinnata, limitations. Limitations can be Deshataha, space-wise, Kalataha, time-wise, Vastutaha, object-wise. One entity who is free from Desha, Kala, Vastu, Parichinta is only Purna, which corresponds to Ananta. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Ananta. Desha Vastu, Desha Kala Vastu, Aparichinna. And what is Ananta? Has to be Ananda only. How? Chandogya says, Yo vai bhuma tat sukham alpe sukham nasi. Ananta is there described as bhuma in contrast to alpa. Alpa is something which is in little measure. With here, something which is limitless. So, Yovai Bhuma Tatsukha. What are Bhuma? Limitless, wherein Apurnata, Parichinnata are not there. So that is Sukham Anandam. And categorically said, Alpe Sukham Nas. In something which is limited, a little, there cannot be any Ananda at all. So from that standpoint also, Purna means Ananta, Bhuma, Paramananda Swarup. The only happiness principle in the entire cosmos is Bhagavad Swarupa, and that Bhagavad Swarupa is what? Chaitanya Swarupa, Chit Swarupa, the pure consciousness principle. That alone is Ananda, which we can verify when you are not asleep. And when your mind is quiet and not aware of any vishayas, not aware of any shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, not indulging in any sense pleasure. At that time, whatever happiness gets manifest, that is Atma Ananda, Brahmananda, Bhagavat Swarupa Paramananda. So from that standpoint, Purna, one is full and complete, doesn't lack, doesn't want anything. Purayita, full is full and complete, who's got everything. Same time he is Purayita, the one who fills up. So the one who gives all sampat, prosperity to everyone, those who deserve it. Of course, one has to deserve it, then only he gives. So that is one who gives the sampat, riches to everyone. He is called Purayita. Bhagavan only can do that because he is the master of it. Even Kubera is not. Kubera is only cashier. Sankhya must be from Bhagavan only. Punya, the holy, because one who destroy the unholy sin by just his remembrance. If you remember Bhagavan, that remembrance itself is capable of washing off the sins. See, there's what is called also as Ninda Stuti. Stuti means praise. Ninda means censure. That in normal course, censure means which is not desirable. It is bad. It brings papa, etc. Stuti, of course, what delights in that. But if even that censure Ninda is directed toward Bhagavan, it has turned into Stuti. A glaring example is that of Shishupala. You know Shishupala? In fact, he is a cousin brother of Krishna. See, Shishupala, just as Kunti is the sister of Deva, Vasudeva. Shishupala's, this, what is that? Mother was who the Vasudeva's sister. And who is Krishna? Vasudeva Sutta. So he is Atya. That is aunt. So when Shishupala was born, there was some sixth finger to him. And there is an aerial voice. When this child is placed on the lap of anyone, that finger falls down, falls off. He is the person who will kill him. So Shishupala's mother was very curious to know who can be this person. What she wants to save her child. She could not find. Finally, it was discovered, oh, Krishna. Of course, she has got a right aunt now. Krishna, please don't kill him. Krishna said, I will not. I will forgive him 100 crimes, mistakes. But 101st, I will kill him. Okay, at least that much relief is there. And this Shishupala was always at loggerheads with Krishna. Every day he used to chant his own Vishnu Sahasranama, condemning, criticizing Krishna religiously. To add to that, Rukmini's brother, Rukmini's kid, Krishna, wanted to give Rukmini in the marriage to Shishupala, which Rukmini did. Rukmini is Lakshmi, so without Vishnu, how she can? So Krishna took her away. That also vengeance was there. That is what when the context of Rajasuya Yaga of Dharmaraja came. The topic or the question was, to whom the honor of first citizen has to be given? Topmost person. The deliberating, Bhishma was there, Vyasa was there. So they said, what are you asking? Krishna. Krishna is there. And of course, it was announced. Shishupala cannot tolerate that. He started abusing her, and all this started. Sahasranama. First, he started condemning Bhishma for giving that advice. And he should be killed like this, that. Bhishma said, you can do that. But remember, I stand here kicking you all people on your head. Greatest insult. You do what you want to do. Nobody had the, and guess what? His supporters were there, Shishupala. Nobody had the guts to face Bhishma. Then Bhishma said, I am nothing. You want to really fight? Fight with Krishna. Who am I? I'm just an insecure person. Shishupala came at you and was ready to fight. Krishna also stood up and told others, his supporters, those of you who would like to join him, please join. Nobody dared. First, Shishupala took them to task. But then with all his brave makeup, he said, we'll fight. Krishna didn't delay because 100 times are over. I think he took not even Sudarshan Chakra, some thali. And like Sudarshan Chakra, he threw it. Shishupala's head was cut off. But surprising thing was, a bright and brilliant glow, light emerged from Shishupala, came and merged in Krishna. It was surprised. How come this is possible? They could not. Then Vyasa told, this is the result of Ninda Stuti. Ninda Stuti means he was censoring Bhagavan Krishna every day, but it was directed toward Bhagavan. That itself turned out to be in a stuti praise, and as the result he got it. So Bhagavan is so holy that it's like now, if you want to quarrel with anyone, quarrel with Bhagavan. If you quarrel someone, you may lose your teeth. Quarrel with Bhagavan, you will benefit it. So it is his yours most intimate. See, when you are conversing with someone, you relate yourself in terms of honor, depending on how great the person is. He is a great person with all honor, or if is equal, other way. If he is below you, other way. In Hindi, you know, आप, तुम, तू. आप is a big word. In आप also that आप आइए, उसका ऊपर है आप आइएगा. Still है. आप आइएगा, आप आइए, तुम आइए, तू आओ. Servant, तू. How do you address Bhagavan? Do you know? आप, तू. In every language, singular. You know, to whom it is said, the most intimate one. For a lower one, you say tu. To the most intimate one also you say tu. So we address, see, every language it is. Unless some positive nowadays, no. Bhagavan means singular, tu. Because he is the only most intimate one. You can relate to him in such intimacy. Tu. So that is how real Bhagavan is. He is Punya. So Punya, the one very holy by nature itself. That's why that Ninda Stuti comes. Even censure gets converted into praise. Now see, how easy is Bhagavan to gain? So that even atheists, they say Bhagavan is not there. When they say Bhagavan is not there, they have got some concept. And such Bhagavan is not there. That's why they say, no, if Bhagavan is there, please show me. When they are asking you to show Bhagavan, obviously they have concluded that Bhagavan is an entity with a body, etc., name and form. And to add to that, in Puranas, we have got Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, etc. That is a stopgap arrangement. The secondary stage, truly Bhagavan is something which is naturally there, not created, not wielding physical body, not wielding mind. Shiva at one place says, Dehadhari na Bhagavan. One who is wielding a body is not Bhagavan. Chittadhari na Bhagavan. The one who is wielding a mind is not Bhagavan. So Chaitanya alone can be Bhagavan. Come on, who can deny the Chaitanya? Can atheists deny it? Can anyone belonging to any, what is that, a religion, our orthodox or however whatever perverted it may be, can they deny this, the Chaitanya? And where it was created, when it was created, akritimam. Akritimam means natural, spontaneous, self-existing, self-evident. Bhagavat Tattva is akritrimam, not created, spontaneous, naturally there. So that is the chit, that is Bhagavat Tattva. But it is difficult to grasp, and therefore Vyasas, etc., have given a secondary step in terms of Nama and Rupa, name and form. That's not true actually. True in the sense, useful, but not the final truth. So here is the one with the very Chaitanya Tattva available to all. Nobody can deny. It is the I in all. So you cannot deny it. So that whole is Sarupa. Punya. Next one is Punya Kirti. The one whose fame is very holy. Fame of Bhagavan is holy because it confers. So the good or punya to those who remember it. So that his fame is such that those who remember it, they get the punya out of it. Punya kirti. Anamaya. Amaya is affliction. It can be physical, it can be mental. So the one who is never afflicted by these diseases, Adi, Vyadhi, the mental afflictions, Vyadhi, physical afflictions, of course, born of karma, because of her past bad karmas. So therefore, he is free from that anamaya, because Bhagavan, if at all, takes an embodiment for a specific purpose, it is not a result of his karma phalas. It is a body taken voluntarily for a specific purpose. Karma phalas do not come in picture then. Anamaya, free from affliction, diseases, one who is ever healthy. And Bhagavan in Swarupa is what? Chaitanya. Chaitanya Nirupadhika. afflictions of disease, etc., are only at bodily level, pertain to bodies. So that which is free from body, there is no question of it meaning disease, etc. It is always anamaya. Read next.
मनोजवस्तीर्थकरो वसुरेता वसुप्रदः वसुप्रदो वासुदेवो वसुर्वसुमनाहविः मनोजवस्तीर्थकरो वसुरेता वसुप्रदः वसुप्रदो वासुदेवो वसुर्वसुमनाहविः
Manojava. One is more swift, fleeting than the mind. Mind is said to be very fast because with a trice it can go anywhere. Brahmaloka, faster. Now Bhagavan is faster than that. How come? Mind from here goes to Brahmaloka, but Brahmaloka, Bhagavan is already there. Sarvavyapi. Because of being Sarvavyapi, one is everywhere. However swift the mind can be, before it could reach, even though very shortest time, Bhagavan already being there, is reached there. From that standpoint, he is Manasaha Java, faster than the mind. Do you like that? No, what happened was, once Shiva Parvati told Skanda and Ganesha, brothers, that they will give a great gift to the one who circumambulates, does pradakshina to the earth and comes first. Means they have to do pradakshina to the earth and come. Whosoever comes first, he will get the reward. Skanda, what is peacock? Is a vehicle. He flew. Ganesha is still there. Not in a hurry at all. And his vehicle is what? Mouse. What did he do? He went round Shiva Parvati thrice. He said, come on, give me reward. How come? Parents are the one in whom everything is there. When earth is there, I have done pradakshina to you. I have done pradakshina to earth. They are very happy. And they give. Skanda came. Said, you are late. How come? He got. He is here only. This is what he has done. So like that. So he is the one. So Manojava, faster than the mind which is fastest, being all pervasive. Tirthakara. Tirtha, Shastra also. Shastras also are Tirtha. Otherwise, Tirtha is what? You do Abhisheka to Bhagavan, and the water, etc., is called Tirtha. Or holy river, the water is called Tirtha. Tirtha Kshetra, the place of Tirtha. So here, Tirtha Karaha, one who Makes means one who authors the Shastra. Tirtha means Shastra. One who authors the Shastra, Vedas and all those. So that is called as what? That is one who authors and one who gives, teaches to others. In the form of Hayagriva, he killed Madhukaitava. And in the beginning of creation, handed over the Vedas to Brahmaji. And one who teaches the highest knowledge to those who deserve. That's why he is the Kara. Pauranika says he does other way also. He confuses, misguides the asuras by telling something to them which is not as per Shastra. But he does deliberately so that they will not take to the Yajna Yagas and gain power. So that the Pauranika say that he is the Kara. Vasureta. Vasu means gold, wealth, riches. So here, in the sense of gold in the sense, the retas, the most essential aspect. So that is, belongs to Bhagavan in the sense, as he told, Aham bija pradah pita. I am the one who places the seed of creation in Prakriti Maya. The most essential one, the bija as it were. As a result, I am like the father of entire creation. That way, Vasureta, the one whose essence is good in a sense, he is the one from whom the Jagat has originated. Vasupradaha, Vasupradaha, the one Vasudhanam gives to others because he is the one who is the owner of all the wealth. If others are there, they are secondarily own the wealth. Primarily, the wealth belongs to Bhagavan only, and therefore, so he is the one, Vasupradaha. See, Manojavasti Sakaro, Vasureta Vasupradaha, Vasuprado Vasudeva. Again, Vasupradaha comes. What is then? Among the wealth, which can be the topmost wealth? Can there be a wealth greater than moksha? So therefore, one who gives moksha to the deserving ones, to the devotees, so that being the case is Vasupradaha. In Brihadaranyaka it is said, Brihadaranyaka, Vijnanam Anandam Brahma Ratir Dhatu Parayanam Ishtamanasya Tadvidah. Ratir Dhatu Parayanam Vijnanam Anandam Brahma. Brahma is Vijnanam, the very knowledge principle itself is Ananda, Paramananda Swarupa. So therefore, this is the one he gives to those who deserve. So that being the case, he is Vasuprada. Other meaning is given, he destroys the wealth of those who are inimical to Devatas, Asuras. Want to destroy the wealth of Asuras. Vasupradaha, Vasudeva, we'll see Vasudeva.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः